Hi, I'm David Davis from ActualTech Media. We are here at VMworld 2018. I'm excited to be joined by Mr. Partha Seetala. He is the CTO of Robin Systems. How you doing, Partha?
Hey, David.
Great to have you on ActualTech Media TV here today. So, being the CTO, I hope you're ready for some technical questions.
Absolutely.
All right.
Go for it.
So, I've been learning a little bit about Robin Systems. Hyperconverged Kubernetes. That definitely caught my attention. Some very popular, terms there. But I know Kubernetes, it's an exciting area, but it's also kind of a confusing, time for Kubernetes, I think, at least in my opinion, as someone who's trying to kind of follow what's going on with Kubernetes, where it's going, what's happening. And so I'm interested in specifically how you are doing what you're doing at Robin Systems. So let's first off start with the question, is it hardware or is it software or both?
So Robin is a 100% software-based solution. Okay. And when we say Kubernetes, I think there's a little bit of confusion, and when people hear the word Kubernetes,
right,
especially given that its genesis is around the HCI infrastructure, where it is more appliance-centric, people ask us, it's a commonly asked question, is it a hardware or a software solution?
Right.
So our thesis is that hyperconvergence is basically the deep integration of certain domains, right? Storage, networking, application management. With HCI, it's virtualization and things like that. It's basically that integration that happens within the same box, within the same server, if you will. Now, it really doesn't have to be hardware. It can be software as long as you do the data management within that box, you do network management, application management, all contained within that box.
Right.
So that you don't have to go outside and manage it outside. Okay. So yeah, it's a software-only solution. It works on-premises, on bare metal machines, VMs, or in public cloud environments, AWS, Azure, as well as Google Cloud.
Okay, so for an end user who's consuming Robin Systems, it's like a marketplace, if you will, for big data and database type applications. Is that true?
Yeah, it's an enabling technology. It's an enabling product so that you could create an internal marketplace of managed services. Okay. And where we shine is to bring applications like big data, databases, NoSQL, that are largely inaccessible to Kubernetes today. And for the most part, it's because Kubernetes itself does not have a storage stack. It also does not have its own native networking stack. It pretty much leverages a bunch of plugins that you could slide in any particular networking stack of your choice. But our thesis is that if you want to run big data, databases, NoSQL, then you need to have more tighter integration of these components.
And so does Robin Systems, does your solution install on an operating system already, or is it an operating system?
Yeah, so it installs on an operating system. So what we ask the customer is give us a x86 machine with Linux installed, whether it's CentOS, Red Hat, Enterprise Linux, or Oracle Enterprise Linux, and that's it. And it's a self-contained installer that installs all the components, Kubernetes as well as our storage stack and networking stack and application management.
And so from an administrator perspective, I don't have to worry about installing Kubernetes, configuring Kubernetes as much, storage for my containerized applications. All of this is provided.
That's correct, yes. I mean, if you look at, it's a great booth from VMware as well as the Pivotal guys, and they're talking about how easy it is to go and spin up a Kubernetes cluster, both in VKE as well as in PKS. And we're saying that, okay, that's just install that, you have two services from the same company, or Pivotal and VMware, of course. And we're saying that in addition to that, you also got to install storage and networking and all that, right? So you make all of that simple, so you don't have to worry about setting up Kubernetes, configuring it with networking, configuring it with storage. It's all self-contained and self-installed.
Okay, so it is a Kubernetes distribution, is that true?
That is correct, yes. So we ship with the latest version of Kubernetes.
So you're not a managed Kubernetes service, you don't manage it.
That is correct, yes.
But you support it, you provide the updates for Kubernetes.
Yes, so the customers download software and they install it on their servers or in public cloud environments, and we provide the patches and upgrades and so on, but we don't manage it further.
Okay. I mean, at VMworld here, obviously there's a ton of VMware vSphere type admins. I'm curious, what's their reaction to Robin Systems? What's their take?
So it's a new paradigm, right? I mean, they're coming from a purely virtual machine management space, right. And we are talking about elevating the experience into applications from VMs. So So it's a new paradigm. I think it's as new as when VMware first started, right?
Yeah.
And people are actually thinking this is a new thing. It's a really cool thing. So I think it's a new paradigm, but I think people are excited to actually see that we can now elevate the entire experience into application management, not just virtual machine management.
Okay. And if I wanted to try it out, what do you recommend? How do people get started?
Yeah, so if you go to our website, www.robinsystems.com, so there's a button there that says try, and we have a community edition that you can deploy in your own AWS environment, or there's also a free trial that we host it on our AWS environment, and then you can just play with the product there.
So if I wanted to test it out, could I run it in vSphere as a VM?
In fact, that is something that we are going to be releasing soon. What we'll do is we'll actually package it as a VM, set of VM images that you can download, and then deploy it on vSphere.
Excellent. I look forward to trying it in my lab environment. Very cool.
Looking forward to giving it to you.
Well, thank you so much for your time today.
All right, thank you.